Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be perfecting your pickup and dating game. Well, I've got 3 emails that I'm going to go through with you today, and there's some really good emails with what these guys are doing and saying in the pickup phase and also the dating phase, so we can go through a lot of the things they're doing right and obviously the things that they're doing wrong. But before we get into it, I got a quote that I wrote that I want to share on this topic before we get into the first guy's email. And it says, women want to be in a love story that they participate in, but that men lead by being direct, decisive, and inviting women to join them for fun and romance. When men hesitate, act timid or shy, don't seem to know how to lead, ask women to make decisions, allow women to push and jerk them around, or change plans at the last minute, the men's value and masculinity is diminished in their eyes. When men allow their value to be diminished in the eyes of women who they are trying to pick up or date, the evaporation of sexual attraction is often instant and unrecoverable. Men's ability to be successful in pickup and dating is directly proportional to their ability to negotiate from a place of charm and humor and from a position of dominance and strength. Women are naturally attracted to the most masculine, charming, and dominant men. So let's get into the first email. This guy says, "Hey Coach, I just wanted to say that you've helped me out in so many ways and I'm planning on sending a donation and also buying your book." Well, I appreciate the donations, but part of the reason why you're having problems and why you wrote this email is that you haven't read the book yet. And you don't see professional NFL quarterbacks showing up and saying, "I don't need no stinking playbook." You got to learn the fundamentals. There's no way around it. I know my videos and articles on my website are helpful, but they are done from the place of presupposing that you've at least learned the basics, the fundamentals that are in my book. Because if you don't know the fundamentals, you're just making total, complete, unnecessary mistakes that just shouldn't be happening. And you're making things way harder on yourself than they need to be. He says, "But I'm confused on why this woman didn't even kiss me on the first date. It started early that day when we were texting. It got kind of sexual and mischievous, and she ended up inviting me to her house that night. It seemed like she was really into me by the way she was texting. So when I got there, we immediately picked out a movie and began to snuggle in her bed." Sounds good so far. "It was hot, so she got up to open the window. On her way back to the bed, I said, 'Come be my little spoon.' She submissively laid on my chest, and we began to playfully banter until her boyfriend called." Boyfriend? What are you doing messing around with a chick that's got a boyfriend? Come on, man. Shit. There's lots of women out there that you can date that are single and available, and you get yourselves in these kind of complicated situations because a woman in that position, obviously she's not good relationship material if she's cheating on her boyfriend with you, but that's beside the point. But women in that position, they've got a guy that they know is totally into them, and then they've got you. And the chances of you successfully seducing her are only going to happen if your game is fucking tight. But if you start acting weak, you start saying the wrong thing, you act a little unsure, it's just like, I mean, it's literally like turning off a light switch where they get turned off to where sex ain't going to happen. He says, "I didn't ask her who it was, but she said it was her old boyfriend." Okay. "She hung up on him and we began to snuggle again." So she's got an ex that's trying to get her back, it sounds like. "We eventually talked about our past relationships and she asked me about my old girlfriend and why it didn't work out. In a situation like that, I always say, hey, it just wasn't meant to be. Our goals and our values weren't aligned. It was a great experience. She's a great woman. It's just that, it's just like some people in life. You're just not meant to be with. And I'm grateful for it. Was a gift. You gotta phrase things from that perspective, that it was a gift. Because another reason why women will bring this stuff up is they're trying to fish around and see why your relationship didn't work out. Was there something wrong with the way you behaved? Or maybe it was just a bad match. So you got to be very careful at how you phrase it. And that's why it's always best to put it on a positive spin and talk about it in terms of what a gift it was and what a blessing and how she helped you become the awesome guy that you are today, which this lovely lady in front of you has the opportunity to hang out with. and then changed the subject. He says, I said she got mad at me because I liked open relationships. So the reason why your girlfriend broke up with you or dumped you is because you like open relationships. He says it got kind of awkward, and then we began to talk about her relationships. It's like, yeah, these are, dude, you're like walking through a fucking minefield here. It's just a bad, you're like, oh, I'm going to be totally honest because, hey, I'm laying in bed with her. And you say something like that, bad way to go, dude. She said she was kind of a psycho about that, and that if she didn't have control, she freaks out. Oh, sounds like a lovely conversation. Love is playful and fun. And you're having this serious conversation where you're basically looking to find the flaws of one another instead of just hanging out, having fun and hooking up. Having fun and hooking up. Having fun? How many times do I have to say it? It's like, I know you've been watching the videos at least, but it's like, if you'd read the book, you'd know this is just like you're walking into a minefield that says, dude, don't walk into this minefield. And you're like, I'll be fine. I've been watching Corey's videos. And then, next thing you know, you get blown up. He says it got kind of awkward, and then we began to talk about her relationships. He says after a while, we got back to making fun of the movie we were watching. And then she got up and said she had to go to bed. Poof! Sexual attraction is gone. He says, I resisted and said, if you go to sleep, I'm going to bite you. So we went back to snuggling. So it kind of sounds like she was trying to end the date there. Oh, I'm going to go to bed now. And it's like, that's all it takes, man. It doesn't take much, but obviously you said enough things and you stepped in enough landmines. And instead, think about it. The vibe, what are you feeling, what's she feeling? You're having fun, you're laughing together, and then all of a sudden you start talking about each other's exes and basically what went wrong. And now she's like, I don't know about this guy. He says, I kept on trying to hint at making out, but she didn't seem interested. You don't hint at making out. You just say, I think you need to bring those beautiful lips over here and kiss me. They look a little dry, by the way. Let me help moisten those up for you. He says, but we snuggled some more, and after a while, the movie ended, and we just sat there talking. Sex was brought up, but it wasn't very sexy. Yeah, it's like a train wreck seduction, dude. This is what happens. This is what happens to most guys. They got a girl that likes them, and they don't know how to handle things, and so they start talking about sex, hinting at things instead of just making a move and leading it. In other words, in order to avoid rejection, they start talking about sex and hinting at it, hoping the woman will be the man and make the move. And that's just a bad way to go. He says, I'm the first to admit I don't know what to say to a girl when she starts talking about sex. Be playful. Or say something along the lines of, don't think you're going to get lucky right now just because you're talking about sex. I'm not that easy. I'm not that kind of a guy. He says, I wanted to start making out, so I said, I'm not just some guy you can call over whenever you want. I'm not just a piece of ass. I thought that would build tension, but nothing back. She replied by saying, I'm not trying to get on that dick. Obviously, you weren't feeling the vibe at the right moment, so you thought you'd throw that out there. It's just a bad way to go, dude. It's like showing up for a date and expecting to make out with a girl when you first meet her. It takes time to build up to that. And so here you weren't making the move when the move was appropriate. Instead, you start talking about relationships, and it just, you're like in a flat spin at this point. Your plane just going, crash and burn, baby. He says, then she said it was time for her to go to bed, so I said, no way. Now you're trying to force things. I tried to get within kissing range, but she didn't try to approach me at all, and every time I tried to talk sexy, she would shoot me down by saying that she had to go to bed and looking away. Yeah, now she ain't feeling it no more, dude. It's like you've talked her right out of liking you and sleeping with you, dude. This is what happens to most guys. You put your foot in your mouth and boom, it's too hard to recover. Did you ever see the movie Couples Retreat where it's like the dude, the yoga guy, and he's in this like little banana hammock, this Speedo, and he's doing these moves, and he's like, boom. That's kind of like what you're doing. Boom. It just blows up on you. He says, I was pretty assertive and demanding, and she even said, you sound demanding, but it didn't work. Yeah, you can't force her to have sex with you now at this point, because you've already talked her out of it. You might as well pack your bags, put your tail between your legs, and get the fuck out. Chalk it up to experience. He says, eventually I gave up and admitted it was late and that I should go home. She said that she should walk me out because it's the least that she can do. I replied by saying it is in a playful way. On the way out, we hugged. Oh, a big wide open hug. How good. How great. Your fucking balls are about to explode and you get a hug. He says, on the way out, we hugged and it felt like if I went for the kiss, I would be shot down, so I left. We always go for the kiss. At least a kiss goodbye. Come on, man. You're timid, you're shy, you're talking about subjects that you should be talking about. You're not noticing the subtle cues. You don't know what to look for. You don't know. I mean, you're there cuddling in bed. You should have just fucking gone for it in the beginning, but instead you tried to talk her into sleeping with you instead of just being a man about it and making the move. It's like you were waiting for her to be the man and make something happen. I used to do stuff like this when I was younger and I didn't know any better. But it's a bad way to go. Because what the real issue here is you're too timid, you're too shy to make a move. And so in essence, you're trying to talk her into being the first to make the move on you. And since you don't really know what you're doing, it's just a fucking train wreck. He says, it seemed like she was going to fuck my brains out. She was. But by night's end, she didn't want me around. Yep, because you talked her right out of it. It would seem like a girl who was that into me would want me to stay. Is that normal if a girl doesn't kiss in the first date? Well, it's normal when you talk her out of it, which is exactly what you did. He says, and note, I did notice some sores on her mouth looked like herpes. Red alert! Get the fuck out of there! Don't let that come anywhere near your body. Could this be why? Well, you talked her out of it, but you know what? It kind of sounds like it's probably a good thing that you talked her out of it because you don't want any of that stank. And should I try my chances? She did say that she gets around often. Uh-oh. I quote, she said she has sex 7 times a week. Well, maybe it's a little bit good for you that you talked her out of having sex with you because you don't want to be hooking up with a big old cum dumpster. It's like, come on, man. So he says, thanks for the help, Corey. You're the best and go fuck yourself. Well, thank you and fuck you very much. Thanks for the email. It was actually a good email of what not to do. But you know what? It sounds like you talked her out of sleeping with you, which is a good thing. So if I were you, I would flush the number and not want to have anything to do with this girl because she sounds like she's got a few diseases. And she's got, I mean, it is Christmas time, so if you want the gift that keeps on giving, then hey, by all means, fucking go for it. But that's why I always practice safe sex, dude. On to the next one. This guy says, hey, coach. So, I've read your book about 3 times already. Good fucking job. That's how you learn the fundamentals. And I can tell that has made a tremendous difference already. I'm not super pussified as I used to be, and I'm getting better each and every day with my interactions with women. I make it a point every day to talk to a different girl, old, young, hot, ugly as sin, it doesn't matter. Exactly. Now you're talking. That's how you get better. Because then you realize it's the same shit. Doesn't matter how pretty she is or how ugly she is. It's just another human being. It's just the really pretty ones, they just look a lot better than the ugly ones. The ones that look like they fell out of the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. He says, I met a girl at a bar 2 weeks ago and my friend and I were there to pick up food. I got eye contact from her and I proceeded to walk up to her and broke her balls about some jewelry she was wearing. She had on like 50 fucking rings, and I asked her if she was the Lord of the Rings. That's pretty good. She laughed, but see, that's what you do. In these situations, you tease her about the way she's dressed, or if she's got a giant purse, you're like, you got a gun in that thing? Or what's the deal with the sleeping bag? You got a fucking dead body in that thing? Or it's like that looks like a giant backpack. I mean, you got a dead body in that thing? Something along those lines. But it's great. I like what you did. You used your surroundings. Love is playful and fun. And also, being humorous is a sign of intelligence. He says she laughed, blah, blah. We bantered a little back and forth since I had to leave. And when I said goodbye, she put her hand out and I was like Italians kiss goodbye. She gave me a kiss in the cheek and off I went. He says, yeah, I should have gotten the number. But wait, you should have gotten a number, bro. That's a missed opportunity. And when you do that, she can tell. If you're talking to her, she knows you like her, and then you don't ask for the number, you're diminishing your value in her eyes by walking away and not asking for the number. He says, I went to the same place 3 days later. She was there, and I told her, are you stalking me? That's good. Good opener, dude. He says, we talked for an hour, and I got her number and got a quick kiss on the lips before leaving. Now you're talking. Okay, so you're redeeming yourself a little bit here. But hey, you're learning. So I'll cut you some slack, but just a little bit. He says, that was Friday night, and I called her the following Tuesday. Ring, ring, and when I called, she picks up, and I say, hey, this is Bob. And she's like, who is this? I know, red flag. So in other words, she didn't remember your name. But I fucking forgot and should have been like, oh, I have the wrong number. But I'm still new to this shit. I asked her what days she was free the following week, and I made a date and time that I would pick her up. Date comes and she calls me like a motherfucking hour before I'm supposed to pick her up and says she had to cancel because she has to babysit. That's definitely a bullshit excuse. But wanted to reschedule for later that night. I said I couldn't. We had plans set up for the time, and I said we would. And I told her, just give me a call next week and let me know when you get your schedule in order. She texted me over the weekend, and I set up another date when she stated what days she had free. Date night comes, and she texts me, I thought I would have heard from you by now. I told her, wait for it. I'm a man of my word. Wonder where the fuck I got that shit, he says. I fucking wonder. So he says, the date went awesome. I took her to a local watering hole, which by many would be considered a shit box, but it had a pool table, decent bar, and darts, to be honest. And I was testing her to see if she could have fun with the place, but with the person that she was with. Cool. Hey, besides, if you're broke as a joke, you might have to go to a dive bar anyways. Whatever you like to do for fun. The key is to have fun. And go someplace that you really enjoy and preferably that you love and have a good time at. She had an awesome time. I was flirting with her. She was touching me, and by those signs I proceeded to tell her that if I got the next ball in the pocket she would have to kiss me. Well, I sank that fucker. I told her to come over to me. She starts walking over slowly, and I put my finger in her pocket and drew her in closer, and we kissed. Nice fucking job, dude. It wasn't clean, but you did enough to redeem yourself in her eyes, and you got the kiss. So good fucking job. He says, we went to another place after that for a couple more drinks, and then I took her home, and we kissed on her doorstep for a while. And this was a text I got. See, this is great, because you walk her to the door, and you're making out for a while, and you can't invite yourself in, but if you're all over each other on her doorstep, she'll say, would you like to come in? And when a woman says, would you like to come in, what it really means is, hey, you're going to get some pussy tonight as long as you don't talk me out of it. So this was a text I got from her the following day. Glad you got home safely. I'm also glad you had fun. Maybe we can get together again real soon. I would really like that if you're into that. But I can tell by that kiss at the door that that is a real possibility. I texted her 2 days later to set up another date, asking her when she was free again. Good job. That's the right question to ask. Then my phone starts blowing up, and she's asking me to come over to meet her at a bar she works at. But it was a guy's night out, and I couldn't make that. Yeah, never agree to do shit like that. Don't agree to go on group dates, because you do shit like that, you're going to get cock-blocked. The idea, the whole process of seduction is to get closer and closer, so it's just you and her, isolate her, you, her, naked in your bed or her bed. But when you got other people around, she's worried about the slut label with her girlfriends that are there. Plus, if you happen to piss one of her girlfriends off, or the girlfriend's jealous or doesn't like you, it's not helping your case. No group dates until you are exclusive. She then texts me the next day asking again for me to come out, but honestly, Corey, I am legitimately busy. Good, you should be. A man that's busy and has a purpose should be fucking busy. He says, I had to go away for the weekend and shit, so I told her, let's meet up next Tuesday at 8. I think she got a little pissed off, but she was like, that can work. I'll just see if I have to do any babysitting. That is a woman giving you a definite maybe date, and that's not the kind of date that you agree to. When she says, well, I might have to babysit, then you say, great, well, let's do it another night that you know you're free. When can you make plans when you know you're definitely available? And if she goes, gee, I don't know, I gotta check my schedule, you know, some bullshit like that, you say, great, figure out your schedule and get back to me and we'll plan something then. Don't ever agree to do something when a woman says, I might have to work or I might have to babysit. So he says, this is all kind of new and I think I have the pickup shit down okay, but now I have to start figuring out all this dating bullshit. I haven't heard back from her. Do I call her or text her to figure out if we are still a go? You didn't make definite plans. You fucked up. So my gut says to wait, and the old me would be blowing up her fucking phone like a jihad attack. Anyway, you've definitely changed my life for the good, and I am finding myself a lot more confident and capable of actually doing this. Well, like I said, I discussed the pressure points there and where you went sideways and agreeing. You know, you basically left it kind of up in the air, so you didn't really make a definite date. So if you have plans with her, then I would go show up and pick her up. But if you're not sure, what you could do is like that afternoon say, hey, I'm going to be running a little late, so let's push the date back. Instead of 8 o'clock, I'll pick you up at 8:30 or something along those lines. Just send her a text that says, hey, I'll see you. Something came up. I'm going to be a little bit late, so instead of 8, I'll pick you up at 8:30. I look forward to seeing you. And just send that. Don't be asking any questions, because if you ask a question, 9 times out of 10, she's going to say, oh, I have to babysit. Sorry about that. So let's get on to the third and final email. This guy says, hey, coach, I met this 36-year-old woman online. We met for drinks once and then met again. On that second date, we made out and she touched me a lot. How come you didn't make out on the first date, bro? But at least you made out on the second date. So you're learning. No, it's okay. I'll give you a pass. But if your game was tight, you'd be doing it on the first date. Always on the first date. Why? Because if she likes you, she'll kiss you back. And if she doesn't, she'll get you the cheek. And you're going to be kicking yourself in the ass if you go out on a second date, and then you finally go for the kiss and she gives you the cheek. Then you're thinking, fuck, I wasted my whole time on a second date with this girl that I had no fucking chance with. I could have made a date with somebody else. You can't ever get that time back either. So he says, subsequently, she would text me several times during the day. On our third date, we met for lunch. Wrong. You don't do lunches. You don't do movies. You make dates in the evening that can lead to sex. Why? That's the whole purpose of seduction. Hang out, have fun, and hook up. Meeting for lunch? Fuck that Shiite. He says, then that Friday night, I got a text from her saying that she was on a bad Match.com date and seeing if we could meet afterwards. I said yes and showed up. Wrong. Absolutely not. You should be busy. You should say, I would love to meet up with you, but I can't tonight. When are you free to get together? Because I would love to see you. That is the proper response. That's what happens when you don't know the book very well. He says, she did not and I left. So you take this last minute date, you show up and she's not even fucking there. That's what happens. Because you just communicated you got nothing going on in your social life and she fucking jerked you around. When a woman does that, I wouldn't call. I would have said, hey, I'm here. Where you at? If she goes, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it. I would have been like, that's fucking rude. And I would have just walked away. I would have ignored her. She contacted me the next day and apologized, so I blew it off and headed out with my friends to a bar on Saturday. We text and she tells me she's bringing a Match.com guy who she does not like much to meet with her friends at the bar. I see her at the bar and tell her that we are not exclusive, so she does not need to tell me. Obviously, she's playing the field. But yeah, you're acting weak by being available like that at the last minute. And then you show up on a last minute date and she blows you off. Total fucking dick move. You totally got disrespected by her. When a woman does that, you walk and you never look back. If she reaches out to you, make a date several days into the future, someplace that's close to your house where she has to come, and then tell her this. Say, hey, when you get there, shoot me a text and I'll come downstairs, like if you literally live next door, or just, hey, when you get there, or when you're 5 minutes away, shoot me a text because I live across the street or something like that. And if she doesn't want to meet there, and just say, I'm just kind of in the mood to hang this week. I'm not really willing to go all over town to meet you someplace. So if that doesn't work for you, then let's just do it another time and use a takeaway. That's how you handle that. He says, I have a good time, and she proceeds to get blitzed and passes out. Oh, that's a lot of fun. None of her friends are interested in helping her out, and after security tells her to leave, I take her outside. I then bring her to a hotel where she passes out. Nice. So you pay for a hotel room and she's... That's a lot of fun. Great fucking date. I stay with her, but nothing happened. She apologizes the next day and thanks me and tells me she will pay me back. Sure. I scold her and told her if she wants to pay me back, she will take me out for dinner and look hot. We go to dinner and we have a good time. Afterwards, she tells me she's taking a break from a match and that I should do what I need to do, as in date other people. Well, it sounds like she's not that into you, dude. Or either that or you talked her out of it. I also made the mistake of telling her that I was just dating her. Don't do that. She then says that she is interested and we should continue to date and see where it goes, even if we end up as friends. Honey, you are awesome, but I am not interested in just being your friend. I want to make that clear right now. So as long as you're cool with that, we can proceed. But if you're saying you're thinking about friends only, I'm thinking thanks, but no thanks. You could take a flying fucking roll in a donut. Don't tell her to take a roll in a donut. That was just a joke. But you get the point. We then make out. She later texts me that I am super special and she was worried when I did not text her right away to tell her I was home. Remember, it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. It's your indifference and your inaction that creates attraction. Holy shit, that rhymes. I just made that up. The next morning, Thursday, I called and left a message to thank her. Huh? The phone is for setting dates, my friend. Not acting like an emotional tampon. Then Friday morning, she texts me good morning, and I do the same. She later texts me at 11:45 p.m. to ask me, what are you doing? Which I ignore. Well, when she texts you good morning, I'm like, hey, great to hear from you. I'd love to see you. When are you free to get together? And then make your next date. But you didn't do that. So he says, in the morning, I text her good morning and let's meet soon. Maybe tomorrow. Let me know. And I tell her to have a good day. She responds, you too. Later, I text her to ask if she is okay and she says yes. What? It's like, dude, you're totally fumbling the football. You ever seen one of those plays in the NFL like where like one dude fumbles the football and like 10 other people try to pick it up? Like that's you right now. She was sleeping when she got the text. So now you're worried that she didn't respond right away. And so you're like, are you okay? That's the typical needy, insecure guy who is used to women blowing him off. Never text something like that. It's horrible. She does not bring up the fact that I asked her out. It's up to you to be decisive. It's up to you to be the leader. Women will put themselves into your orbit by texting you and calling you, but it's up to you to make the date, big boy. It's time to put your big boy pants on and act like a man, bro. So, what happened? What did I do wrong? What can I do? And why did she say she wants to continue to date when it's clear she does not want to? No, you're just not making definite dates. You're fucking up. When she reaches out, you make a date. That's basically where you went wrong. And so what I would do at this point is when you hear from her, be like, hey, it's great to hear from you. I'd love to see you. When are you free to get together? Make a date to hang out, have fun, and hook up. So if you'd like to get my help personally, the quickest way is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, clicking the products tab at the top of your screen, and either book phone coaching, Skype coaching, or email coaching with yours truly. And I will talk to you soon.